you see that? Maybe, and it's just, you know, it's just these little things. It's just these little things that make a great, great difference. Hey, young juicy mane. How are you doing? Lots of love and blessings to you. Thank you so much for your love here. Appreciate that. How do you feel? Shall we start with mantra singing today? You know, feel maybe Nox, I shouldn't see it so like fixed up. Like we can have fun every day and we can change it up every day instead of like just doing always a little bit the same things. We can change it up and sometimes do mantra singing in the beginning and then something else. I appreciate you. Thank you. Young Chisi Wayne, I also appreciate you. How is your day going? Welcome to you, my friend, and welcome in to Yoga with Marcel and Sean. My name is Marcel, as you know already. I'm here for the instructions, the questions, and the support. And I'm not alone here, but I'm joined by Sean. Sean is here for entertainment, energy, and motivation. He's a dragon. He brings dragon power to us. Hi, kittens! Hello, Kittens Kung Fu. Hello, Marcel and Sean. Welcome in. So many beautiful people in here. If you don't know Kittens Kung Fu, go check him out. He's amazing. How is Mia doing? So Mia is a cat from Kittens Kung Fu. Juices Nation, how are you doing? Liz Too Saucy. Liz Too Saucy? Welcome and love and blessings to you, my friend. Love and blessings to everybody in here right now. What's going on today? So many people coming around right away. Mia's great. She had some tuna on stream tonight. Welcome in, everybody. And we're starting right off today. Today we're starting with mantra singing. So if you like to join in, feel free to join in. Currently putting the music out. Can you remember me to put the music on if I forget? I sent the army. Oh, thank you so much, young Juicy Man. I didn't see a raid, but of course you sent the army. I see it. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. And young Juicy Man, have a big shout out. Have a big shout out for you. And we are starting with the Nila Kanta mantra today. So if you haven't checked out young Juicy Man, please go and do so. And I'll also give you a shout out in the end. I hope I don't forget it. You know, it's my best intention to give you another shout out. And also Kittens Kung Fu, an amazing Tai Chi and Kung Fu streamer. He's amazing. He's really making a great effort and really putting a lot of love into his movements. Good. And today we're starting right now for 60 minutes of yoga. Then we're doing breathing practice and then meditation. So if you like to join in, feel free to. Oh, it's there. Good. So first of all, mantra singing. Mantra singing has a vibrational quality to it. So the vibrational quality travels throughout your body and maybe it connects with a certain body part or maybe it gives you some additional insights about your body. It's a physical practice as we're singing. Even maybe you need to overcome some hurdles. It feels like, oh yeah, you know, that's nothing for me. I want to stay away with it. And that's all right, you know, honoring that feeling. And then maybe deciding for yourself, you know what, today I'm going to push myself a little and I'm going to try out mantra singing. Because sometimes it's good to overcome the comfort zone. You see it with cold showers. It's similar to cold showers in the way that you need to overcome the feeling of like, oh, I don't want to take a cold shower. Oh, I don't want to sing. See? Next to that, the mantra has a meaning to it. We want to connect with this mantra to the love within ourselves, to the consciousness within ourselves, to be really, really conscious of this very moment. And then to the love around us as well. And with that said, the whole mantra goes like this. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. That's the whole mantra. And right now, we're going to dissect the mantra and sing it together. If you like to whisper, whisper. If you like to sing, sing. If you like to just listen, just listen. We're going for 4 whole repetitions. Let's start. Repeat after me. Om Hrim. Now repeat. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hrim. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Higher. Om Hrim. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. Om Hrim. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Namaha. All together, sing together with me. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. 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 Keep up, keep up. Let's go. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. 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 Last time all together. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Hrim Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Bring your hands in front of your heart together. Bow your head in front of your heart. Release your arms. Make sure you're in a great sit today. Make sure you're in a great sit today. Up on a pillow, up on some sitting books, if you like, or up in a chair, that's also fine. And what we want to do here is lean a little bit forward in whatever kind of sit you have at any point in time. If you like to change your sitting posture, feel free to do that. Lean a little bit forward, grab on your butt cheeks and pull them a little bit up. So kind of like spreading your butt cheeks and then sitting back down. And what this does, it really helps you to sit more easily in your sit. How does that feel to you? And maybe, you know, in the beginning, as you're sitting, it's hard to sit. It's hard to sit, and that's completely fine. Just change your sit up. Maybe bring your knees forward and your feet back. I'm showing it to you. Maybe bring your knees forward, your feet to the back. Have the books or the sitting pillows in between. And the knees are pointing forward straight. And your lower legs are going straight behind your thighs. So straight below your thighs through. And the toes are pointing to the back. From your knee to the toes, they are one line. Oh wow, I tune in. And first I'm told to spread my butt cheeks. First thing. You know, that's the thing. Hi, Rufferburger. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome in, my friend. Love and blessings to you. Wonderful chanting. You know, my teacher always told me, like, spreading the butt cheeks, like spreading, not like a flower is opening, you know? That's so funny, isn't it? That's so funny, isn't it? And we're going to look into that on like the thigh movement, which is so incredibly eye-opening. And again, Kitten's Kung Fu, thank you for honoring the chanting. Thank you so much. And this is a different way to sit, right? This is a different way to sit. How does that feel? Good. Bring your arms up by your sides. Palms are pointing forward. Palms are pointing forward. Lift your arms up by your sides. Get long. Spread the fingers. Breathing in deep. And as you're breathing out, release your hands down again. You maybe also heard my cat just before meowing for food and attention. Don't worry, she will get it. But bring your arms up. Get long. But she doesn't like it to be in the room because, you know, I need to have my door closed during the yoga lessons. And then she doesn't like it to be in the room because she likes to be free, you know. As soon as I close the door, she wants outside. Yeah. And bring your arms up again. Breathing in deep. How did Mia like the tuna today? Release your arms down. Breathing out. Just tuning into your body. Tuning into your consciousness. She loved it. Amazing. That's amazing. You guys are so beautiful. Get along from your hips to your fingers. Feeling the length and releasing again. How is your kitty? My kitty is doing great. You know, she's very old already for a cat, and that's very cool. And she's doing so fine. She's doing super fine. She's really a part of the family, right? Bring your arms up. One more time, breathing in deep. Thank you, Nox, thank you. And then release down. Bring the right hand to the right, and we're leaning to the right. We're leaning from the hips to the head to the right. Bring your arm overhead, next to your ear. Engage your belly. Have your left sitting bone still connected to where you were. So on the floor, on the pillow, reach around. Great, engage your belly. Keep one line from your hips to the fingers and then release other side. And you know, breathing in deep. Again, as you're leaning to the other side. You know, there's like this alignment thing, and just flow right now, left and right for a moment. There's this alignment that goes on in all the positions of yoga, right? The correct alignment. And of course, the correct alignment is awesome if you have that, right? But the correct alignment is kind of like individual from body to body. And that's wonderful. So you need to find your correct alignment in one way, but then also leaving that correct alignment from time to time. And this comes with like more advanced yoga, leaving that alignment from time to time. As we're doing in yoga, we're kind of like strengthening and doing movements that you usually don't do from day-to-day life. So we want to do movements that you're usually not doing, right? To opening up our body again to all of its possibilities and to keep healthy, like in our back and everything, right? That's what we want to do here, right? That's what we're doing here. And this helps us in our day-to-day life, everywhere. As we're feeling just better in our body, we can react and act different to things that are coming up. Hope that makes a little sense to you, and if that doesn't resonate, maybe something else will, very soon. Good, release, bring your hands to your thighs and move your hands forward and backward. And again, you're moving with your breath a little bit. Just tune into your breath. A little bit more into your belly, into your chest right now. Smile if you like. Listening to your whole body today. Seeing how your body feels. Is there some pain in your body? Or do you feel all around wonderful? Moving your hands forward and backward on your thighs. Wonderful. Feeling your palms. And not just feeling the palms, but feeling your thighs. Instead of just listening to your palms, how they are feeling, as we're used to, we're always grabbing with the hands, right? Feel with your thighs. What's happening on your thighs? And you can do this in any kind of sit, in cross-legged sit. It's fine. And from there, bring your shoulders forward, then upward, backward, and down. Forward, upward, backward, and down. I feel honored that Kittens Kung Fu is turning in, you know. It's always like very, very late for me. I can't really make it to your stream, Kittens. Yeah, it's just too late in the night, right? So, yeah, if you're streaming one time and another time, let me know. And I'm very, very, you know, like curious about more wrist exercises. So of course I know like plenty of them, but I really, really think about, yeah, you know, it'd be so great to condition my wrist even more, to maybe start some wrist conditioning, some hand conditioning. Is it hand conditioning? It's always nice to be here when I can, but it's tough for me to, yeah. Isn't it very, very late right now? Thank you so much for hanging around. And move your shoulders forward. We can definitely talk about that sometime. Yeah. every time I see you in the chat, I think like, oh yeah, you know, I wanted to talk to you about that. But that's something. So again, just focus on your shoulders right now and push yourself a little bit. Not too much. Listening. Good. How does that feel? From here, release your arms, shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders. And just pick your shoulders up. Release your arms by your sides and pick your shoulders up. Engaging your shoulders a lot. Feeling, don't create any pain in your body, but feel where it's comfortable for you to bring your shoulders up to. Maybe a little bit more to the back, maybe a little bit more to the front. Feel which muscles are engaged. If you wish, you can also close your eyes and try to feel which muscles are engaged, and then release the muscles slow. Release the muscles slow. Trying to release the shoulders more than before. Can you do that? And pick your shoulders up again. One more time. Oh, we wanted to float today. We're going to go there very soon. Release. Shoulders down again. Good. At any point in time, if you like to change your sitting posture, please feel free to do that. Bring your hands forward. Push out from your shoulders. Bring your thumb up, and then bring your thumb in. So, Juicy Mane, if you're still in here, did you just stream and you brought along all these wonderful people? Because I didn't receive a raid, you know. So, how was your stream? How was your stream? What did you stream? Bring your thumb up and then the thumb in. Thumb up and in. And up and in. And circle your thumb forward, whatever forward means to you. Whatever forward means to you. And then to the other side. How did that feel? Nox is getting very good at the jumping game. That's amazing. And then make fists and move your wrists up and down. Move your wrists up and down. You know, most of the people in the beginning it was like, oh yeah, jump, and then trying to catch the star. Right now it's like, one time jump, oh yeah, I got it. It's funny. Move your wrists up and down. Most of the time it's like one jump and you got it. And then bring your thumb in between your fist. Grab around and move your wrist up and down. Again. Move softly. There is no need to push yourself too much. Good. Great. Release. Bring the right hand up. Turn it to the outside. So the thumb to the outside. Fingers are pointing down. Grab on from below to your thumb and push out of your arm. Feeling the mount, a stretch in the thumb mount. In the thumb mount here. Good. Fingers are pointing down, push out of your shoulders, breathing in deep. And breathing out, releasing. Shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders. Bring your other arm up, your other thumb up. Turn it to the outside, fingers are pointing down. Grab on from below to your thumb and push out of your arm. Fingers are pointing down, you're doing great. Breathing in one time, deep, pushing out. As you're breathing in, and as you're breathing out, release slowly. Shake your wrists out again. Grab on with your left hand to your right elbow and circling your right arm. Circling your right arm. I forgot to tune on the music again. I hope the music is running right now. Do you hear something? And maybe the music is just starting, so you can barely hear anything. Yeah, let's just hope the music is running. The music is coming slowly. And then circle the arm into the other direction. How does that feel? Tune in. And really try to release your wrist here a little bit. Instead of holding on and like having it engaged, try to release it as you're doing this movement. It's coming. Okay, that's good. And then bring your right hand to your left elbow and circling your left hand. That's so good. Thank you, Nox. And then also the other direction. Two both directions here. And then release, shake your wrists out, your elbows, your shoulders. And let's stand up. Let's stand up today. Are you ready to rumble? Let's get ready to rumble. And we're standing up slow, transitioning slowly in between the poses is half of yoga. So try to transition slowly and watch closely how you're moving the body. Oh, you know, I'm leaning to the back when I'm bringing my feet forward. I'm touching the ground with my left hand. What do I do next, right? Listening to that a lot. And you don't need to mirror me, but just find your way of standing up right now that feels comfortable to you. And stand up. Just make it comfortable to you. Listening into your body. A lot. Great. And from there, coming to a great stand, we're doing Tadasana. And you know, Tadasana might seem relaxed for some people, but it isn't. It's not just standing here, but it is a lot. It is definitely a lot. So first of all, bring your feet below your hips. Your second toes are kind of making a line from your shin bones to your second toes. Create a line that is parallel to each other. Good. And from there, we're coming into Tadasana slowly. And we really want to focus on our thighs today. On your thighs today. So, yeah. So push your feet apart from each other. Push your feet apart from each other. Draw your lower legs in towards each other. Engage your knees. Engage your... So, I'm a little bit fast again. Feet away from each other. Shins together. Keeping that. Engage your kneecaps. Good. Turn your thighs inward and back. How are we doing that? You kind of can put your hands here and think about turning your thumbs inward and back. So when you have your hands here, think about turning your thumbs inward and back. And it's just this action of like, not really turning inward and back, but it's like engaging inward and back. Great. Keeping your knees engaged, keeping your thighs and your feet engaged. Great. And from there, what's happening with this turning inward and back, which I think is so eye-opening, is that we create more space in our lower spine, our lower back. So as we're doing that, we're creating, I'm overdoing it right now, a lower back arch here. That is very much natural, but maybe it's just like too much right now as we're really turning the thighs inward and back, creating this lower back arch here, right? We want to lessen that again by drawing the belly button in and up. Lessening that a little. Great. The thighs inward, keeping all the movements as you have them. Bring the beginning of your chest a little bit in. Bring your shoulder blades to the back. Your chin to the back, tuck the chin in and get long from your feet to the top of the head. Great. Feel the length. Keeping all these things. If you lose one, just connect to it again. Just connect to it again. And I also lose some of them. Time to time, you know. We can really do this practice more and more, and you feel like maybe your body is starting to shake a little as you're doing that. can bring your arms up over your head and bring the shoulder blades again onto the back together. Tuck your chin in. Great. And then release. Great. So this is very, very profound Tadasana, where we have a lot of things engaged, a lot of things going on. And you might be even like starting to breathe faster as you're doing that, and as you're listening to your body and doing all these different actions together. It's hard to hold some of the engagements, as they are sometimes contrary, you know, pushing the feet outward, drawing the shin bones together like this. This is like kind of like contrary to each other, and yeah, it's not too easy, is it? Shake your legs out. And one more time, let's just focus on your thighs inward and back one time. So again, bring your hands on your thighs and turning the thighs inward and back. What's happening here? Of course, we can also engage your knees a little bit, so you're not turning the knees in like this, right? So keep your knees a little bit engaged, turning the thighs inward and back, and see how that feels in your lower back. And you can use this, turning the thighs inward and back, in all different kind of postures, even when you're sitting. Just when you're sitting, and it will make, spread your leg cheeks. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, that's what it is, right? And you can make your sitting feel better in one way. Of course, if you're sitting in a chair, you don't need that actually, but you could even do it there. And maybe, I mean, sitting doesn't feel that bad, right? But if you're sitting on the floor, up on some pillow or so, try that out and make sure, yeah, just check how it feels, you know? And it's like tiny. The change is tiny. Shake your legs out, shake your arms. Let's jump a little. Let's jump a little bit. So bring your feet hip width apart and jump out of the knees. Try to release your shoulders and your neck a lot. Just try to do your best. It's not like, oh yeah, you want to have completely relaxed shoulders and neck right away, but with time and time and with practice, you can release your shoulders more and more. And again, if there's any kind of pain in your body, listening to that and come out of it. Come out of it and try maybe tomorrow again. From there, jump out of the heels and stomp the ground. Great. This is intensifying. If you don't like to intensify, you can jump in the first variation. And if you like to intensify more, you can completely jump out of the toes and reconnect. The toes and the heels to the floor. Release your shoulders and your neck completely. You're doing great. Keep it up. So great that you're honoring your body today with this yoga practice here. Release your shoulders and your neck a lot. Great job. And from here, release. Shake your legs up more, your arms. Let's come and flow a little bit. First of all, let's warm up with a normal sun salutation. So just a usual sun salutation. So come to the front of your mat. Bring your hands up, breathing in deep. Engage your belly and lean a little bit back. Slight back bend here. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Check that your lower back is straight here, from your hips to your head. You can bring one hand to your lower back and feel if the vertebrae are pushing out or not. If they are pushing out, this means you have a rounded back. So come up and then hinging at the hips, having a straight back. Release down. Bring your hands or push into the mounts of the fingers. Claw the fingers a little bit. Stepping back. Downward facing dog. Good. How does that feel? Move your heels a little bit up and down. You don't need to go into a complete like super great downward facing dog, but we can stay a little bit also forward in plank position as we are coming into a downward facing dog like position. Move your heels a little bit up and down. Check in with your body, how your body feels. And breathing in deep. Come forward and down, elbows close by your side, and release your hips down completely. Push the feet in the ground, knees into the ground, draw the belly in and up, and lift your head front up. Your head is in line with the spine. It's not looking up like this, but it's in line with the spine. You're doing great. Keep it up. Looking 45 degrees to the floor. Great. And then push into the arms, push into the hands. Shift yourself back over the knees or straight to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes in, shifting your hips up again. Woo! How are you feeling? How is your body feeling today? And look between your wrists, breathing in deep. As you're breathing out, come forward, walk forward. Bend your knees, bring straight back. Bring your hands up. Breathing in deep. Lean a little bit back, honoring the upcoming day or the upcoming night, wherever you are. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing halfway. Breathing out, folding forward. Place your hands down. Mounts of the fingers connect. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in deep. Come forward and down. Elbows close to your body as you come down. Close to your body. And release your, kind of making this 90 degree position. Release your hips down, release your body down. Root your feet down to the ground, connect the toes to the ground, even the toes, the knees, drawing the belly in and up, and think forward and up. As you push it, pulling yourself forward and up. Lift your body further up than before. Now we're really pushing into the arms. Have your shoulder blades onto the back together, and your head is in line with the spine. Engage your belly here. Good, and then shift yourself to the back, either over the knees or straight up. Walk a little here, breathing in deep. Look between the wrists, and as you're breathing out, walk forward slowly. Feeling maybe a stretch as you're walking forward. That's amazing. Bend. With a straight back, bring your arms up. Breathing in deep. Slight back bend, engage your belly. And breathing out, folding forward. Hinging at the hips. Great. One more time. Breathe in, lift up. Breathe out, fold forward. Place your hands down. Walk backward, hips up. And here in downward facing dog, remember the thighs inward and back. Thighs inward and back, spreading the butt cheeks. Great, like a flower. This creates more space in the lower back. We'll go into it afterwards one more time deeper. Breathing in deep. Come forward and down. Elbows by your side, 90 degrees. At the elbows, release your hips down. Release your body down. Feet are connecting to the ground, knees are connecting to the ground. Draw the belly in and up. Think forward and up as you're pulling yourself forward and up. Shoulder blades coming on the back together. Your head is in line with the spine. And then breathing out, shifting yourself either directly or over the knees to the back. Downward facing dog. Great. As you're seeing, we're transitioning slowly between the poses. And transitioning has also a lot to do with yoga. What's happening in between, instead of just looking on what's happening in the pose, what's happening in between as we're transitioning. Great. Look between your wrists and breathing out. Start to walk forward and up. What's happening as you're walking up? Bend your knees. Straight back. Great job. Release. How did that feel? How did that feel? We're going into a little bit different kind of flow in a moment. Shake your legs out, shake your arms out. Bring your arms by your sides. Spread the fingers. Great. And we're leaning to the right and to the left, but we're keeping the belly and chest engaged. So, integrating your body. And your shoulder blades a little bit to the back if you can. Smiling, you're doing amazing. Leaning to the right, Your head is also engaged, integrated in your body, and then leaning to the left. Woo! Right. And the left. How does that feel? Keep it up. Keep your belly and your chest engaged as good as you can. Maybe you're shaking even a little bit as you're doing that. Your other leg, the leg that lifts off the floor, lifts automatically off the floor. Keep your belly and your chest engaged. Good, and we're coming back. Ooh, release. Release, release. Good, let's go a little further. Let's see how we're flowing today. I'm just making something up. Just making something up as we're going. Let's come to the front of the floor, of the mat, of the floor. I mean, where's the front of the floor? Shifting all the weight to the left leg, and we're stepping back with the right leg. Just step directly back with your right leg, coming into a high lunge. Keep your front knee over the front heel as good as you can. Engage your butt cheeks. Your back leg is straight, 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 so don't bend it at the knee, but straightening it as much as you can. Engage your butt cheeks a lot here. Great. Engage your belly, in and up, bring your arms up. Getting long from your hips to the fingers. Spread the fingers, spreading the fingers here. Lifting up, reaching up, breathing in. Breathing out, releasing the tension, releasing that tension. One more time, breathing in. Reaching up. Engage your belly a little. Breathing out, releasing. We are, need to change it like this. Bring the hands by your sides and we're opening to the left. Woo. Try to engage your belly a little bit. Straighten your back leg. If you fall out of it, laugh about it. You're doing great. Breathing in deep. Engage, get long from hand to hand. Smile. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. I'm sorry for my singing. Bring your hands in front of your heart together, and we're slowly bringing one knee down, one elbow down to your knee. So, and then we're correcting our position. So right now I'm very, very slouched. And now we're engaging the knee, engaging the leg, we're engaging the arms, we're engaging our upper body. We are finding form here. Breathing in deep, finding the length from our back leg to the top of the head. Great job. Smiling. Wonderful. Release. Bring one hand down to the floor. So the hand that was on the knee, bring it down to the floor and open up your side. Opening up, looking up to the hand. Meanwhile, check that your knee is not falling apart. Here, falling to the side. But it keeps the position where you are. Keep the position where you have your leg behind, your back leg also engaged. Reaching up. Feeling how your chest is opening. And release. Bring both hands to kind of like to the right side next to your leg, and we're releasing the leg right now. So we have a lot of the weight over our hands, and our hands are next to our leg, and we're just releasing the leg a little bit left and right, and we're shifting left and right here. How does that feel? And just tune in a little bit to your body. How can you move your body? And if there's any kind of pain going on, always, always, always listening in and maybe come out of it. And just release your top leg a little bit. Give it some shake and then release your knee down. Bring your leg a little forward. Sure, you're kind of like hip width distance apart with your legs. Great. And from here, we're coming up with our toes and we're stretching our thighs here. If you like to put something under your kneecap, put something under. Put something under. You can grab a cloth or something and you can bolster it more. You're very welcome. You're very invited to do that. If you have some blocks that you like to hold on to the blocks. If you have a closet or a wall that you like to hold on, you can hold on to that. Good. And from there, hinge at the hips, having a straight back, stretching the thigh here a little, draw the toes back towards you. Wonderful. How does that feel? Great. Come up again. Whew. Coming up again a little. Bring your hips over the knees. Hips over the knees, and again you might want to put something under your knee here. Good. We engage the hips a little. Be soft here, be gentle with yourself here. It's not like masculine, like you know, not like lifting. And I don't say that lifting is like this, but it's not like the masculine spirit of like, yes, more, but really take care and listen into your body. As you're engaging your hips, feel how the hip flexor stretch is created from your hips down to your knee. And if there isn't something, of course, if there is something, you can just rest here for a moment and engage your hips. Engage your butt cheeks a little. Bring your arms, engage your glutes also. And bring your arms up and then grab around with your left hand around your right wrist and just lean a little tiny bit. Be very, very careful. Lean a little tiny bit to the left. And maybe create a hip flexor stretch there. If there's nothing, that's all right. We're just honoring that there's nothing. And we're going to do the other side in a little bit. So from here, again, have something under the kneecap if that's supporting you. And then we are bringing one hand onto your knee, or you can even bring your elbow to your knee. It's kind of like your preference in a little bit. Maybe it also changes as we go into the position. Good. Then bring your back leg up. Bring your back leg up. Grab around with your with your left hand, right leg, or other ways around. With your thumb, grab around, bring your thumb up, grab around your foot, and pull in. How does that feel? Good. You can have the thumb pointing up, right, as you grab back. And if you can pull in enough, grab around with your hand and the index fingers pointing down. Great job, amazing. How does that feel? And then we want to look over your left shoulder. And then you maybe can move your front arm a little bit to another direction. Feel how your belly's feeling. Be tall. Do you feel a hip flexor stretch, or where do you feel something? Great, and then release again. Woo. Bring your hands down on the floor, step up a little bit and shift to the back. And here in downward facing dog, we really push into the mounts of the fingers and we walk a little bit. Heels up and down. Great. From here, as we learned right now, thighs inward and back. Thighs inward and back creates more space in the lower spine. That's exactly what we want to create here in downward facing dog. That's what downward facing dog is all about. Thighs inward and back. Getting long from the heart to the fingers first. Breathing in, get long from the heart to the fingers. Keep your shoulders engaged, keep your chest engaged, keep your arms engaged. Breathing out, releasing. Breathing in, creating that again, and get long from the heart to the hips. And additionally, also, if you like, you can bend your knees and turn your thighs inward and back. Turn your thighs inward and back a lot. Creating more space in the lower back. Bringing your upper chest up a little bit. Or your upper back up a little. So you don't want to sink through the shoulders. Don't do this. We don't want to hyperextend at the shoulders. But we keep them straight. Keep your chest engaged. Bring your upper back up even a little. Great. Smile. Know that you're doing great. And release your knees down. Release your knees down. And then we're doing the other side in a little bit. Bring your knees apart. Bring the big toes together. And reach forward with your arms. Yeah, I have a question. How do you sit in lotus without your leg falling asleep? I'm moving to a ground office. Be free of the chair. Wow. Oh, that's, that's hard. I think you just need to move a little bit more. But it's also good, as your legs are falling asleep, that's kind of like a wake-up call to start to move, right? At least from my opinion. So reach forward, bring your shoulders a little bit away from your ears. How does that answer feel to you? Your questions are kind of like a teacher to yourself as well. Big toes together, knees a little bit apart. They're so wonderful. They're so wonderful. There's so much beauty in questions. And breathing in deep into your belly, into your chest, and feeling maybe a stretch that is going on through the legs. And if you can feel that stretch, breathe into that stretch. A lot. Breathe into that stretch a lot. And maybe even engage your legs a little bit where the stretch is. And see what happens if you're engaging some muscles there. And then softening again. Try to breathe in really deep. And slowly come up. Woo! Yeah, Wasserburger. But that's amazing. Round off is to be free of a chair. So come up again. And slowly bring your hands forward. And again, if you don't have the knowledge about mounts of the fingers, these are the mounts of the fingers. I'm teaching that almost every yoga lesson. Today we haven't taught it so far. So these are the mounts of the fingers. We really want to have them connected to the floor. And one way to practice this is bringing the mounts of the fingers together like this. Release the fingers and then the wrists. And pushing through the mounts of the fingers, feeling how they're connected to each other. Clawing the fingers a little. Great. And release. Shake your wrists out. Shake your elbows, shake your shoulders. Bring your hands forward, push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Mounts of the fingers right now. Why are we doing this? To protect our wrists. Protect our wrists. So we take away from the weight from the wrists and we're pushing in through the mounts of the fingers. Thank you for your questions. Question, Wasserburger, I really honor them. Tuck your toes in and shift your hips up. Walk your heels up and down. Walk your heels up and down. And even, even if it seems like, oh yeah, so you could answer these questions yourself, maybe it isn't so, or you want to just listen to another perspective. And that's completely fine. That's completely fine to do. Maybe not all the time, not with all the subjects, but with a lot. So walk a little bit with your heels up and down, look between your wrists and start to walk up. Bend your knees, bring your hands to your hips, elbows back. At any point in time, if you want to turn your thighs inward and back and to feel again with what that feels like in your lower back, feel free to do that. Feel free to do that. Feel free to experiment with your body, right? as we're giving you the tools. Maybe you will experiment completely different. Maybe you're turning your arms at one point inward and back, you know, instead of your legs, you know, and there's kind of like we're building it up. So kind of, let me show you this before we go further. So if you're on the knees and we're lifting the arms up, we can also turn the arms like inward and back. Yeah, inward and back like this. Whoop. And what's happening then is that our hand wants to go to the back, and we can again bring it to the front and keep it in there. So this is again maybe super difficult. So pushing out of your shoulders, your arms are pointing forward, and then you want to turn your arms here inward and back. What's happening then? Why do we want to do this? Is to just have it integrated, right? Have it more integrated and creating more space in our back, creating more an opening, doing movements that we're never doing before, right? That we never did before. So turning here, turning this side around, it turns our hands like this. You see that? Turns our hand like this, maybe even the hands to the back, and then turn only the hands to the front and holding it. Great. And this is kind of something that we want to do in downward facing dog if you're getting more advanced, but also like breaking the pattern again, right? Good. Let's stand up again. Let's do the other side right now. So stepping to the front of the mat, shifting all the way to the right leg, and we're stepping with the left leg to the back. Great job, everybody. Keep it up. So we're currently unbalanced because we only have done one side. Now let's do the other side. Engage your butt cheeks. Keep your knees over your heels. Your back leg is strong. Wonderful. From here, bring your hands up by your side. Spread your fingers. Long, long, long. Engage your belly in. Wonderful. Breathe in one time. Get long. Feel the length from your hips to the fingers or from your legs to your fingers. Breathing out, releasing. Bring your hands apart and turn around. Opening here. Keep your back leg straight. How does that feel? How does that feel? You're amazing. You're wonderful. Reach, reach, reach. And if you fall, laugh about it. Or if you lose the balance, laugh about it. Great. And then bring your hands together. Twist and bring the left elbow to your right knee. Or the other way around if you have done the other side before. Great. And again, first of all, you can slouch a little bit if you like, and then find an opening here. Find a chest opening here. And if you lose the balance, laugh about it. Push into your arm here. You're pushing into the arm. This pushes into your other arm and then into the knee. And we find kind of one line from the foot to the top of your arm. Great. Straighten your back leg. Woo! And then release down. The hand that was on our top of your knee comes down to the floor, and we're opening up by your side. Breathing in deep, straightening your back leg. Opening up your chest. How does this side feel compared to the other side? Breathing out, releasing. Breathing in, opening up again. Breathing out, releasing. Bring both hands in between your leg. And from there, you can shift a lot of the weight over the hands and just release your leg a little bit and see how that feels. Release your leg a little bit left and right here. Let it go left and right. Come on to the outer edge of the foot. Great. Breathing in deep. Being completely conscious today. Releasing your leg down here. Bring your leg a little bit more front leg a little more forward, front foot a little bit more forward, and then pick your toes up, whoop, and come up. Bring, either grab onto your blocks that you have or your books, or grab onto a closet or a wall next to you. Great job, you're doing amazing. Draw the feet back towards you and hinge at the hips. Feel a hamstring stretch here, if you can. Wonderful. What a wonderful body you have. Honoring your body a lot. And at any point, if there's any pain, feel free to listen to it. Again, if you want to put something under your kneecap, please do that. Care about your body, soften the pressure you have on your kneecap by putting something under it. I have quite a soft mat, so for me it's quite alright. Then bring your leg a little bit in. Great job. From here, shift the hips over the knee. Shift the hips over the knee. And we're engaging the butt cheeks. You're finding a hip flexor stretch going down from the hip to the knee. If you feel a hip flexor stretch, amazing. If you don't worry about it. It's completely normal to maybe feel one side, you're feeling it more, on the other side less. And it's to honor that and to maybe balance the sides a little bit. And if you like to go further, bring your hands up and grab around with your right hand to your left wrist and just lean a little tiny bit to the left. To the right. To the right. Great. And release. Good. From here, bring your back leg up. Back leg up. Bring one hand to your front knee, so the left hand to your right knee, or just vice versa, I think it is. Bring your right arm up with the thumb up, grab around your leg, whoop, and pull in. And from there, turn your hand around so the index finger is pointing down if you want. Otherwise, just grab around with the thumb up. And if you can't turn your hand around, that's all right. If you want to go deeper, pull in more and then turn around your hand. Index fingers pointing down. Hey kittens, thank you so much for the love. Looking over your right shoulders, engage your belly. Looking over your right shoulder. Amazing. How does that feel? And release. Good. Release and bring your hands down. Tuck your toes in. Bring a lot of the weight to your hands. And step back with your back leg. And from there, step back with your front leg. Coming back into downward facing dog. And we're coming back to what we did in the beginning. Turning the thighs inward and back. Inward and back. So downward facing dog is just hands forward, legs to the back, right, hips up into the sky. Turn the thighs inward and back. Creating more space in the lower spine. Have your chest still up, your upper back still up, creating more space in the lower spine. You can also bend your knees a lot, and then release your knees down. Release the knees, gonna need knee padding for this move. Okay. That's good. Bring the knees apart. Bring the big toes together. Yeah, you know, it's good to have that. It's good to have like something under the kneecap, right? Bring the big toes together. And then reach forward and down. Reach forward and down. And really think about also releasing all the tension at the waist. If you have any kind of waist restriction going on, any kind of belt, wearing any kind of belt, loosen that belt. And then let yourself come forward and really breathe in deep in your belly into your chest. Your belly into your chest. And release again. How does that feel? Just breathe in deep and feel also how maybe you create a stretch, breathing in deep into that stretch. Maybe even engage your muscles in that stretch a little bit. And coming into terms with that stretch, acknowledging that stretch and honoring that. Then slowly come up again. Wonderful. Great. Wow, we're already over the time. I'm sorry about that. Let's bring our legs forward and we're coming slowly into Shavasana. Let's do a happy baby position and then, is that correct? Is it really already over time? I guess so. Really? No, it's correct. Of course it's correct. Come to your back. Come to your back. Lie down on your back and we're doing happy baby position. I'm sorry about that to go over time. I usually really don't want to do that, but I just completely lost track of the time today. So I mean that's a good thing, you know. To be kind of like in a certain flow state, that's all right. However, I'm sorry for it if I kind of like mess up your schedule. So let's quickly finish this up. Bring your knees in. Bring your hands between your legs through and grab onto your big toes with the index finger and the middle fingers, or grab on to the outside of the feet. If you already want to come out of it, if you need to get out of the yoga lesson, then just come into Shavasana. Do Shavasana for like 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and then we're good. We're good to go. Grab around the side of the feet or with the index finger and the middle finger onto your big toes, and then stretch your right leg, your left leg. Fall to the right, fall to the left. Hey Jojo Berry, welcome in. How are you doing? How is your day going? Flow state so good? Yeah, definitely. To the right and to the left. Stretch both legs through. Front and back. Stretch the right leg, left leg. Be playful here. Maybe leave the exact timing for YouTube. Yeah, I guess. For Freiburg, you're right. People that joining in kind of a certain time thought of like how long are we doing the yoga, right? So they can join in, they can think, oh yeah, it's finished then, and then I can leave, right? And then they can plan their day already a little bit around. Time flies when you're having fun, exactly. Wonderful, very calming. And from there, we're coming into Shavasana, the final relaxation pose. Extend your arms, extend your legs. Feet are facing away from each other, arms are lying by your sides, palms are pointing up. Bring your chin a little bit to your chest, kind of like tucking your chin a little bit in. Arms are lying by your sides, palms are pointing up towards the sky. And just be, just be. Now, why is this position so important? This position really releases the whole physical movement practice that we just did and lets your body know, oh, it's over now. I can come back to my normal or usual state. And this will give you a lot of energy throughout your day. So please, please, please do that. If you're joining into my yoga lesson, please, please, please do Shavasana. Or in other terms, if you can't do Shavasana because you feel too sleepy afterwards, just sit up and wait for us. Just sit up and wait for us. Having your eyes closed. We'll get you back to your body in about a minute. Just be. Just be. Eyes closed. Deepening the breath. Start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes, your hands, your fingers a little bit, yeah. Then bring your knees in towards your belly. Knees in towards your belly and shift yourself to either the left or the right side. Coming to lie down on your side body. Again, draw your knees in towards your belly and shift yourself to either the left or the right side, coming to lie down on your side body. In this side body position, release all the tension. Make it feel comfortable to yourself, resting on the floor. Softening the skin of the face, releasing all the tension in your jaw, in your tongue, in your neck, in your shoulders, in your arms and the elbows, in the wrists, in the fingers, in the chest, in the belly, in your hips, in your spine, in your whole back, in your legs, in the knees, in the ankles, in the heels, in the toes. Breathing in deep, feeling all the love for yourself, being created by yourself with this breath. And breathing out, feeling how the earth is carrying you, is grounding you, is holding you with its gravity. And with your next breath in, lift yourself up, come into a final sitting position. Lift yourself up, come into a final sitting position. As you're breathing in, Take your time, there's no hurry. Whenever you arrive in the sitting position, bring your hands in front of your heart together. Great. Honoring your yoga practice. Bow your head in front of your heart. Bow in front of yourself. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful night. If you're heading out right now, we are going now further for breathing practice and then meditation. You're invited to join in as well. Namaste. And release your arms and open your eyes. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. And we are going a little further. Wow. So, wonderful, very calming, says Jojo Berry. Thank you so much, Jojo Berry. I appreciate that. Because people will come and leave at random times for a live show. Not everyone may have the same amount of time to follow along. So just give a roughly time frame. Yeah, I agree with that. Agree with that. You can do sting Shavasana, I guess. Just breathe and relax in Lotus position. That's what I do. Okay. I love the background beating drums. I appreciate that, Jojo Berry. That's a wonderful, wonderful artist that puts his live music online for free. And I really, really honor this person. And we kind of like found that person together with somebody else who tuned in. Another yoga teacher here. Who was it again? Mel's Camp Yoga. So big shout out to Mel's Camp Yoga. This is a friend of hers playing, by the way. This is a friend of Mel's Camp playing the drums and playing like all the instruments. I think not all the instruments, just one, but yeah. Hey, my homies, welcome. Welcome. I almost overlooked you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day so far. Lots of love and blessings to you, my friend. Those are called Doles drums, in case you ever want to hear more. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know about that, Werferburger. Ah, hang drum. Yeah, hang drums I know. Probably get better search results that way. Marcel is good, Humies. Okay. I'm falling asleep, but I'm very happy I could stay for a while. Hey, kittens. Take a great, great, great nap. Great rest. Love and blessings to you, my friend. And we see each other around, definitely. We see each other around, definitely. Keep up your great work here on Twitch. Creating a lot of health and love and blessings for all the people that are joining into your stream. Yes, Marcel messaged you on Instagram. Thank you, Mayumis. Amazing talent. Yeah, definitely. So, dear friends, we are joining now in for Pranayama. This is breathing practice. Breathing practice, Pranayama. And I mean, it's not translated like this. That's translated differently. We can go over that another time. But what we want to do today is we're coming back to square breathing, and we're kind of like circling a little bit around through these free breathing practices that I like to teach. I know even more breathing practices, but I don't like them, so I don't teach them. Yeah. And I mean, maybe one day we also go over them, and maybe maybe I connect more to them, and then I can teach them to you. But I don't. They just don't resonate to me, so I don't teach what doesn't resonate for me. Of course. Let's go. Let's go. If you're in for it, we are going for square breathing today. So come to a great sit. At any point in time, if you'd like to change your sitting posture, feel free to do that. And again, as coming back into the beginning of the yoga lesson, listening to how you're sitting right now and if it feels more comfortable maybe. As yoga is very much supporting your sit. And people, at least what I heard is like yoga was done that people could sit longer and of course stay healthier until an old age, but also sit longer in meditation. So what we want to do again, coming back to the very beginning of the yoga lesson, this is something that we did in the very beginning of this yoga lesson, is we take our butt cheeks and we spread them a little bit, and then we're sitting down on the sitting bones. And see how that feels to you. And maybe you don't feel anything, because it needs some awareness in the way you're sitting. And as soon as you did this maybe like 10, 20 times, you will start to feel like, oh yeah, you know what? It feels better. It feels easier to sit like this. Good. And this has also to do with turning the thighs inward and back, right? Because this spreads the butt cheeks. Good. Wonderful. From here, let's come into square breathing. If you're in for it, it's very, very powerful. It's very, very calming. So breathing practice is here to calm the nervous system. So if you're feeling anxious a lot, this is for you. This is completely for you. Calming the nervous systems. So how did they manage to sit in meditation for hours without their legs falling asleep? That's a good question. You need... Okay, Warfenburger, let's go into that first. You need to make sure that that's nothing stuck. When does something fall asleep in your body? When does something fall asleep in your body? When you're kind of like pushing, you know, I've got additional experience in Thai massage or something, and we're kind of like sometimes sitting over our legs, over our thighs, and this stops the blood flow, right? So what, I want to ask you something. What does your blood, what does in your sit restrict the blood flow? What, if you're sitting, what's restricting the blood flow? Where's the thing that restricts the blood flow to your legs, right? And I mentioned Thai massage there. That's like practice like with two persons. So one gets a massage, the other like massage. And there's kind of like sometimes you're doing a massage by sitting on somebody on a certain body part. For example, there was this thigh. You can sit over the thigh by bringing your ankles around the thigh and then stopping the blood flow and then releasing the blood flow again. And this kind of feels very, very good. And just like this, you're kind of like, yeah, just giving a massage to each other. But that's not what we talk about here. What we talk about is restricting the blood flow and letting the blood flow, right? So what's restricting your blood flow in your sit? Think about that and try to find an answer for yourself. Maybe you have really, probably not, but I'm just saying something. Maybe you have like a really tight belt and this causes some issues. Or maybe you wear kind of like pants that are pressing into your body or something else. I think it's my right leg underneath the leg, since it's a crossed lotus. So do you change your sides as you're sitting? Like crossed lotus? Yeah, I can't sit like that. It's too deep for me. I can only do firewood, fire log position. So fire log position is like this, kind of like. And then I put something in between here and here. So where my hand is, here and here. And then I sit up tall, right? And then you can practice in there. But I'm not doing it. It's not like really my goal to get there at the moment. Maybe that will come up at one point. But right now I'm feeling very, very comfortable with my sits right here that I have. And that's completely fine. So that's completely fine for me. But yeah, change up the sides. Change up the sides. And then as we are experiencing this, right, I'm taking knowledge from somewhere else and we're discussing, right, and I'm asking you some things, because you learn it better if I ask you some things, right, instead of like just telling you, oh yeah, it's this and this, because I don't know what's restricting the blood flow in your body. But try to sit maybe up a little bit higher. Try to do that. Think about that. But Burger, thank you so much for your question again. With that said, let's go into square breathing. And you're always really, really invited to also write questions in the Discord, and I will come to them. By the way, I haven't written about the book. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You asked me about books. I will write something in the Discord. I completely forgot it. I'm so sorry. Good. Let's start with the square breathing. And square breathing is easy. Just come into a great sit. Come into a great sit. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Only if your nose is not stuck, of course, but try to breathe in through your nose if possible. And at any point in time, this following breathing practice would become suffocating to you. Feel free to come out of it. And let's take one more deep breath in together, all together. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Into your belly, into your chest. Let go. Let's start the breathing practice. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in again, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale and continue on your own. You can count to 8, to 10, to 12, to 16, to whatever number you feel like is supporting you. I will also join in right now, and we are going for 3 legs. Three minutes. Next time you breathe in, come back to your natural breath. Release your breath. Come back to your natural breath. And at any time, at any point in time, if you kind of lost the breathing practice in between, where you inhale and exhale, and stopped and hold, well, that's all right. Honoring that. Don't judge yourself. You're doing very, very fine. Hey, Jamie, good to also see you. Welcome in. Love and blessings to you, my friend. Welcome in. I think, yeah, wonderful. So, with that said, we are heading over to the meditation practice. And we are going for 30 minutes. Feel free to join in. So 25 minutes of meditation and 5 minutes of Shavasana. If you like to join in, join in. If you need to head out earlier, if you don't want to stay for 25 minutes and 5 minutes of Shavasana, then you're welcome to do just 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. And then lie down on the floor in the end. Lying down on the floor in the end and just being for a little. Just being for a little. So with that said, let's start. Let's start, dear friends. Let's take care of our body. We are going for 30 minutes. Knox, if you're also heading out, love and blessings to you. Everybody who's heading out in between this meditation practice, I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Rest well, sleep well. Otherwise, we see each other after the meditation for a quick sum up. And yeah, love and blessings to you. Let's start the meditation right now. Again, if you like to change your sitting posture at any point in time, feel free to do that. Okay. So, start to focus on your inhale and your exhale. Come into a great sit. You can have your eyes open or closed as you wish. Bring your arms where they feel comfortable. Focusing only on your inhale and your exhale without changing your breath. Focus on your inhale and your exhale. You feel that air is coming in through your nose. Is that air maybe a little bit colder than the air that is going out through your nose? Just investigating, observing. Great. From there, every time you're bringing the awareness to, oh yeah, you know what? I lost the connection to my breath. Don't feel bad about it. Just observe your thoughts for a moment. See where your thoughts are. Then let go of your thoughts and come back to your inhale and your exhale. And it's part of the process. It's part of the process to lose the connection to your breath at times and to bring the focus back to your breath. Every time you lose the connection, as soon as you're aware of that, bring the connection, the focus back to your breath, to your inhale and your exhale. You're doing wonderful. Great job. I will now be quiet and shy. Slowly. Coming out. Lie down on the floor. Lie down on the floor. Come into Shavasana. Release your breathing. Don't focus on your breathing anymore. Just be. Just be. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. For 5 minutes, just be. From there, start to move your fingers. Start to move your toes. Stretch your arms, stretch your legs. And Start to move your arms, your legs. And lie yourself down on one side and come up. Oops. It just hit a lot of like things. Oh God, no. I hope nothing happens. I hope it's all right. So, dear friends, slowly sit up, come back. I hope that meditation felt good to you. Okay, let's do all that all over again. Yeah, Rutherford, you're right. Oh no, now I need to restart. Okay, welcome in to Yoga with Marcel and Sean. We're going for 1 hour of yoga and then breathing practice, then meditation, mantra singing, then meditation, and all today, right now, no. we're kind of like at the end right now. So dear friends, thank you so much for tuning in. Rutherford, appreciate you. Appreciate you, Jamie, for being here. Everybody else who's in here right now. Kittens was here. Let me give some shout outs here right now, one more time. So of course, big shout out to Lone Wolf, the Lone Wolf, who's also streaming sometimes. Go check him out. He's currently really a great mod here. He's doing great help, so he's helping me so much. Also for Kittens, big shout out to Kittens, who's currently sleeping. If you want to ASMR? He did ASMR? I'm sorry, I need to laugh. Go check him out. Obviously he does ASMR. I wonder what that is all about. And then we also have whoop whoop, who's in here at the beginning, Young Juicy Main, who I deeply love here. So big shout out to this wonderful being. And dear friends, if you don't follow me right now, feel free to follow. Don't forget to follow, stay in touch. This was day 440, I think. 414. 414. We're not that far yet, but we're going for 10 years of yoga, and we're teaching yoga every day. So if you feel like joining in another day, feel free. I'm going to be here every day for you. All these live streams also will be up and running on YouTube. So if you like that, feel free to check that out. With that said, dear friends, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful night. And we're heading out. So have a good one. Have a good one, Jamie. Warfenburger. Hope to see you guys very soon. Byes. Exactly it is. And of course, tune in again to Yoga with Marcel and Sean. And Churchaberry. Woo! Thank you for being here. Big hug to you guys. We haven't done the hug thing, you know, so give yourself a big hug. If you're still doing and tuning in a little bit, give yourself a big hug, smile a little bit. This one hug is for you. Take a lot of love out of this yoga lesson. Thank you for taking care of yourself. And with that said, wow, see you soon. See you soon. Bye. Wow. I'm a dragon, by the way. I'm not an ape nor a monkey, but I'm a dragon. I'm a dragon. Remember that. I have wings. You see? I'm a dragon. I have wings, and I can spy. Not fire, but water. I'm a water dragon. Bye. See you soon. See you soon, you guys. Take good care of you. Bye.